So here's the new bike. Some people have been waiting to see what it looked like, and I'll give you a quick walk around and go over it just a little bit. It's a 2018 Vulcan Voyager. I bought it new, although it was a 2018, it was still on the showroom floor. Got a pretty good deal on it that I really couldn't pass up, and it's just what I was looking for, so it worked. So let's take a closer look. It is a 1700 cc. I've already taken off the stock pipes, and I put Vance & Hines slip-ons on. I love them. It makes it sound so nice. Gives it a little bit of a more of a bad boy sound, but not over the top. The 2018 is the red and gray or charcoal color. On these Voyagers, they make one color per year, so you can almost tell what year the bike is by the paint job. The 2018 is the red and charcoal or gray. The 2019 is blue. The fairing is mounted to the bike, not the forks, so it's stationary. Does have radio. A lot of people are changing the radios out, stereos. To me, I think it sounds just fine. You can adjust the bass, treble, and so forth on the stereo. So it puts out all I'll need for riding the bike. Does have auxiliary. I'm getting already actually have the Bluetooth. It's called a CarPro Bluetooth device. You can get a wire harness, iPod wire harness, stick it in here. The ports are already there, so it's just a plug and play. Then you can plug the Bluetooth device into that, and then I can run my phone through the stereo via the auxiliary. The volume controls, tuning controls will control everything on the phone or the stereo, and then of course I can charge the phone through the USB lighter charger port there. I'm probably going to install an actual port in there, USB port in there for charging. Right now I just have a different lightning connector that goes down into another port that I can plug into my phone, but I can't find a splitter that will work with lightning splitter for the headphones, for the auxiliary, and the lighter. The charger works, I should say, but the auxiliary port won't work through the splitter. It works through the phone. If I plug it directly into the phone, it works, but it will not work through the splitter. I don't know why. So the fix for that is going Bluetooth for the phone. The Bluetooth device gets charged automatically through the plug and play port in here, and then I can plug the charger into the phone. So keep the phone charged up for my GPS and music, and the Bluetooth device charges automatically from the bike. So that's a nice fix for that. Got my phone mount here. It's a nice phone mount. Love this. What else? It does have electric cruise control on here, and everything works like a charm. We put the key in. Start off, you can see it's got 805 miles on it right now. Put this over. You can see right now I'm getting about almost 52 miles per gallon on this, which is, I think, fantastic. Start it up and let you listen to those Vance and Hines. I think it sounds amazing. So different from stock. Another thing that I did that I think is really important is when you get these, the EC unit from the factory makes this thing run like a pooch. I mean, it just it almost runs like it's missing or on choke or something. I mean, it's just it's a dog, and I had concerns about that, but after doing some research I found out that you can take the ECU out, which is of course down under the seat here. So I pulled the EC unit out, or the ECU out, sent it down to Ivan down in I think he's in North Carolina or South Carolina, I think it is. He hooks it up and reflashes it, sends it back to you. You hook it back in, and that's it. And now it runs like a dream. It's got torque, it's got power. It doesn't backfire on deceleration. I even asked him if I needed to change the, have to have a fuel converter or controller for the Vance and Hines, and he said no, you don't have to change anything. The only time I have to change anything is if I change out the intake. If I put a different intake on it, then I have to send the ECU back down to him. He'll reflash it for me, but there's no cost. Since I've already had it done, he doesn't charge if you need a reflash. So if I change that intake, and what that'll do is it'll give me a little bit more airflow, and it'll give me more, actually a little more torque as well. So as of right now, I think I've got it where I like it. Runs amazing. I love the look. Don't get me wrong, I love Harleys. I really do, and I'd love to own a Harley, but I spent half the money for this that I would a Harley, and for a new bike. And you just, it's hard to just turn that down. And it is water cooled or liquid cooled, so if I get caught in traffic, things like that, then I don't have to worry about overheating, shutting it off, pulling over to the side, what have you. So that to me was a big deal as well. The last thing I'll say about it is I'm going to cut the trunk. I saw a guy modified his trunk. He right here, he took a grinder and he ground that off, and he rigged it so that he could just slip the trunk right off, and then he put trim around where the grind was to give it a finished look. So you can just pull the trunk, this part right here, just slide it right off, and then I'll have just the bags. So just have a bagger look, you know, kind of that street glide look. Not to try to compare it to a street glide, but so it'll have that without the trunk on it, and I think that'll be a pretty cool look as well. So if I'm riding solo, which I do most of the time, I can pull the trunk off and have that bagger look. Kathy rides with me or anybody else, I can just quick slip the trunk back on. It's about a 3-minute job, and then I can ride a passenger comfortably as well. That's it. So just wanted to give you a quick walk around on the bike, talk about it for just a little bit. Tell me what you think. I know there are a lot of people out there that are just going to be mad because I went and got a metric bike and Kawasaki, but you know, I love the look, and to be honest with you, it's all about riding, man. It's all about getting out there and riding. So hope too many people won't have a hang up about it. All right, I'll talk to you later. Let me know your thoughts.